Imagine, we wake up in the morning and see our environment are full with plastic waste. We saw in news and television that population marine life is in danger because of improper of plastic waste management. And imagine, we can no longer see the beauty of the river and the ocean because of plastic materials have polluted the scenery around the area. Unfortunately, this is the reality of the world that human and animal need to face with the plastic pollution. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Razin bin Batia. So today, I would like to present my speech, Plastic Industry Must Be Stopped, and I will explain the reason why plastic industry must be stopped, even though this industry have a give a positive impact for the various industry in the world. So, if we know, plastic industry is important for the world because of this industry plays a crucial role in the world economy and has a significant impact on the various aspect of daily life. Here are some reasons why the plastic industry is important. So firstly, we know that in a various industry, they use the plastic as a one of the material for their product. It's because of the versatility of plastic material that contribute to the lightweight and durable product. Besides, plastic materials have driven innovation in industries such as healthcare, technology, and packaging. Lastly, effectiveness, which is the production cost for the plastics goods can be relatively low, making products more affordable and more affordable for the consumers. So basically, the things of the issue that I just explained just now is the positive impact of the plastic industry to the world. It shows that plastic material is important for the various industry to produce some product. But you know that the plastic industry also give a both positive and negative impact for the world. So let me explain. Plastic industry must be stopped. Before that, I would like to share my research about the plastic industry. Based on my research that show global plastic pollution is increased every year. From the statistic graph shown that in 1950, plastic industry just produced only 100 million ton plastics, but in the end of 2019, it increased to 400 million tons of plastic. This graph show that every year plastic produced is increased and it will be affect to the world. So numerous environmental and health problems have led to call to reduce and re-evaluate the use of plastics in a variety of industries. Although there is no denying that plastic business has played a role in the scientific development and economic growth, there are urgent reasons to think about reducing its influence. Some people are in favor of reducing or completely overhauling the plastics industry for the following main reasons. Firstly, the environmental impact. Plastics contribute to environmental pollution at the various stages of their life cycle. Improper disposal of plastic waste leads to litter in ocean and waterways, negatively impacting marine life. So plastic pollution also is a significant environmental challenge that can persist for hundreds of years. Improper plastic waste can affect the environment. So if you guys know how much plastic waste there in the world, so from my research, 6 decades ago, mass production of plastic began it accelerating so rapidly that it had created 8.3 billion ton of plastic and over 90% percentage of it is not recycled. As of 2018, approximately 380 million tons of plastic is produced worldwide each year. Our planet cannot cope with this amount of plastic polluting the environment and calls to reduce plastic pollution and consumption have increased in urgency in recent years. So next, plastic carries to human health because of some plastic contains harmful chemical that can leach into food and water, potentially causing health problem. Plastic can break down into smaller particles known as microplastic, which can contaminate soil, water, and air. Microplastics have been found in various environments, including remote areas, and there are concerns about their potential impact on human health. Besides, plastic pollution will affect to the marine life. As we know, the improper plastic waste affect the ocean, but how does the rubbish or our rubbish enter the water in the first place? In many cases, specifically in more developed countries, plastic waste is disposed of responsibly and sent to the facilities to be sorted, recycled and recovered. However, plastic waste generated in the developing countries typically end up in open, unregulated dump sites, or it's thrown into the rivers and stream. Plastics from dump sites can be blown by winds into the bodies of water, such as nearby rivers, before being carried out to the sea. Other than that, you guys know how much plastics goes into the ocean. Each year, approximately 8 million tons of plastic end up in our ocean. Some researchers predict that this figure could double by 2035, while others suggest there could be more plastic than fish in our ocean by 2050. Over time, ocean currents pull rubbish into the center, resulting in huge gyres of plastics developing. The largest is in the North Pacific between Hawaii and California, which contain 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic. So that's an example of the country that produce or have plastic pollution in the world. Eventually, this is pulling motion in a gyre because of plastic objects to break down into multiple smaller pieces, polluting the environment and making plastic waste easily swallowed by marine. Even though plastic industry is the best way to prevent the plastic waste and pollution to the world, but it will give some consequence for the world, for example, economic impact. For the economic impact, the plastic industry is a major contributor to the global economy. Closing the industry could result in a job loss and economic downturns in a region heavily dependent on the plastic manufacturing. Many businesses across the different sectors rely on the plastic materials for the production, and disruption in the supply chain could have a widespread economic repercussions. Besides, disruption of supply chains, example for the numerous industries depend on plastic manufacturing, packaging and transportation. Closing the plastic industry abruptly could disrupt these supply chains, affecting the production of goods ranging from food and beverage to medical equipment and electronics. So as we know, plastic pollution basically are caused from the plastic industry, and the improper plastic waste management will be impact to the world. But you think that is it possible to close the plastic industry? So in my opinion, completely closing the plastic industry is not a straightforward or a practical solution, as it serves a variety of essential functions in a modern society. The plastic industry plays a crucial role in the production of numerous goods, ranging from the packaging materials to the medical device, automotive components, and consumer products. However, there are ongoing efforts and discussion focused on mitigating the negative environmental impacts associated with the plastic use, rather than completely shutting down the industry. So here are some strategies and consideration that we can do if plastic industry impossible to stop. Impossible to stop, to close. So, firstly, transition to sustainable practice. So we can encourage the plastic industry to adopt more sustainable practice, such as using recycled materials, developing a biodegradable alternative, and implementing a environmentally friendly production process. It can help minimize its impact on the environment. Besides consumer awareness and behavior change, we can educate consumers about the environmental impact of plastic, and promoting responsible consumption can lead to a reduction in plastic use. Consumer will demand for the sustainable products that can influence the choice made by the business in the plastic industry. Last but not least, we can also provide or plastic industry also provide waste management infrastructure. So it will be improving waste management infrastructure, including recycling facilities and collection system. It's essential for the managing plastic waste responsibly. Proper waste disposal recycling practice can help minimize the environmental impact of plastics. So in my conclusion, while the goal may not be to close the plastic industry entirely, but the emphasis is on making it more sustainable, responsible, and environmentally friendly, reducing a balance between the economic benefits of the plastic industry and the need to protect the environment is a complex challenge that involves multiple stakeholders and requires a comprehensive, multi-fact approach. As a human being, we also need to take a responsibility by reducing plastic use, and we should take care of our environment by help the government with manage the plastic waste properly by reuse it or throw it in the right place, not into the ocean. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.